In today's show, Max Keiser says Bitcoin will eviscerate competitors and rally to $100,000 per coin. That's right, according to Max Keiser, no such alt season will happen, even though that Bitcoin dominance has currently been on the decline and many altcoins are currently outperforming Bitcoin. He goes on to share all these altcoin posers and government subsidy welfare bums will be eviscerated by the one true Bitcoin. It's about time. He shared this in his most recent episode of the Keiser Report. Shout out to Max Keiser and Stacy Herbert. He also talks about a Bitcoin rally to 6 digits. The investor said that he thinks Bitcoin is on its way to $100,000 per coin, which is more than a 900% rally from the current price of $9,200. He previously told InfoWars' Alex Jones that 100,000 may be too low. Here's an official quote from Max Keiser. I am officially raising my target for Bitcoin, and I first made this prediction when it was at $1. I said this can go to 100,000. I'm raising my official target for the first time in 8 years. I'm raising it to $400,000 per Bitcoin. I'll be breaking down this full story right here for you in today's show. Also, in today's episode, Bitcoin model forecasts a ferocious rally to $70,000, says Weiss Crypto Ratings. That's right, the popular but controversial stock to flow model now indicates Bitcoin could hit $70,000 by mid-2021. That's next year, according to two analysts at Weiss Crypto Ratings. I'll be breaking this down for you right here in today's show. Also, in today's episode, hold more gold than Bitcoin, says Bitcoin bull Mike Novogratz, who predicted Bitcoin to hit 20,000 by the end of 2020. He goes on the record to share Bitcoin is still early in the adoption cycle. My sense is that Bitcoin way outperforms gold, but I would tell people to have a lot less Bitcoin than they have gold just because of the volatility. He also goes on to share Bitcoin is still hard to buy. If it was easier to buy, it would be a lot higher, and there are more and more people making it easier to buy. Funds being set up, custodies being done, and at one point we'll get an ETF. I'll be sharing this full story here in today's show. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As we can see, the king of all cryptos and most of the altcoins, after having a pretty epic rally in the past 48 hours, are back in the red. So where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. So be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts. And before we kick off today's show, if interested in tapping into OPM, other people's money, to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, smash the link below this video in the description and register for this free system. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host JV, and let's kick it off by diving into today's top story of the day. Max Keiser says Bitcoin will eviscerate competitors and rally to 6 digits per coin. Altcoins have been all the rage over the recent weeks, rallying dozens of percent as Bitcoin stalled in the 9,000s. No better, this has been exemplified than in Bitcoin dominance, which has been on the steady decline. The percentage of crypto market made up by Bitcoin, this metric was recently rejected at an important trend line, analysts say, signaling an impending alt season. However, according to Max Keiser, no such alt season will happen. The prominent Bitcoin investor and co-host of RT's Keiser Report with Stacy Herbert, shout out to Stacy and Max, bashed altcoins on July 9th in his most recent episode. That's right, in the July 9th episode of the Keiser Report, Max said that all Bitcoin's competitors will be eviscerated in the future. Here we go. So all these altcoin posers and government subsidiary welfare bums will be eviscerated by the one true Bitcoin. It's about time. Keiser was referencing documents from the U.S. governments showing a number of crypto firms received PPP loans. The investor's latest thoughts on the efficacy of altcoin projects come shortly after he told London Real's Brian Rose that Bitcoin is unlikely to be usurped by any altcoins. And I'll be sure to include this link to the episode so you can hear it directly from Max Keiser himself. Here's the continued highlights. Keiser said that there is no coin out there that can do something that Bitcoin doesn't already do or will be able to do shortly. He added in a comment days later that Bitcoin dominance is likely to eventually reach 99% once again. So what's your thoughts surrounding Max Keiser's statement that BTC dominance will ultimately dominate the entire crypto market, and that Bitcoin could, if not already, eventually do anything any altcoin could already do? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments right down below. In addition to his thoughts on altcoins, Max also briefly discussed his price outlook for Bitcoin. The investor said that he thinks Bitcoin is on its way to $100,000 per coin, which is more than a 900% rally from the current price of $9,200. He previously told InfoWars' Alex Jones that 100,000 may be too low. Here's an official quote from Max Keiser. "I am officially raising my target for Bitcoin, and I first made this prediction when it was at $1. I said this can go to 100,000. I'm raising my official target for the first time in 8 years. I'm raising it to $400,000 per Bitcoin." Along with other factors, Keiser sees Bitcoin's scarcity as the leading reason why the asset will appreciate so far in the future. Commenting on Plan B's stock-to-flow model, which predicts Bitcoin will reach $100,000 by December of 2021, Max Keiser said, "So far, the arguments debunking stock-to-flow for Bitcoin appear to just be random word salads by attention seekers. Stock-to-flow is a valid and vital analysis of Bitcoin price that provides excellent insight into the market. I also agree. If you know of a better Bitcoin price prediction model than stock-to-flow, holla at your boy. Let me know. And if you didn't know, stock-to-flow X predicts a $288,000 Bitcoin price by the end of 2024, and we're talking about a 6-digit Bitcoin by the end of next year. If you're pretty bullish on Bitcoin as I am, let me know in the comments right down below. The model also predicts that the crypto will achieve a price close to $1 million by the end of the decade. We're talking about by 2030. And I know there's many of you out there, it's impossible, it's not going to happen, we can't even get above $10,000. Once again, let me just lay it out for you in layman's terms. In 2012, we had a halving. The year preceding that halving, Bitcoin rallied over 50,000%. Then 4 years later, Bitcoin had its next halving in 2016. And from 2016 to 2017, Bitcoin rallied over 12,000%, right? So for Bitcoin to 10x, to hit a 6-digit valuation is not so far-fetched, is it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. And now for our next story of the day. Bitcoin model forecast a ferocious rally to $70,000, says Weiss Crypto Ratings. And before I break this down, let's take a look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin and most of the major altcoins back in the red. Bitcoin down 2.5%, trading just at about that $9,200 support. Ethereum down about 2.5% as well, trading just below $240. XRP, which had a nice surge yesterday, now down 5%, trading at 19.6 cents. Link, which just recently reached a new all-time high of about $6.50, down 5% for the day, trading at $5.81. We also have ADA, Cardano, which has been surging, which reached multi-year highs just the other day, now down 6%, trading at 11 cents. Miss Litecoin down 2.3%, trading at $44. And before we break down some of the crypto exchange, let's dissect our next story of the day. The popular but controversial stock-to-flow model now indicates Bitcoin can hit $70,000 by mid-2021. According to two analysts at Weiss Crypto Ratings, the stock-to-flow model compares the amount of commodity in circulation divided by the amount produced every year. The model is traditionally used to analyze the intrinsic value of precious metals such as gold and silver, although based on a different methodology than the one used by the Weiss Crypto Cycles model. It is widely respected in the crypto world, and it now points to a ferocious rally over the next 12 months or so. All I gotta say, let's go BTC. We're long overdue. Now is the time. Gold currently has a stock-to-flow of 62, meaning it would take 62 years of current production to match global above-ground holdings, according to Weiss analysts Bruce and Juan. Silver comes in at 22, while Bitcoin's stock-to-flow score is 56, meaning Bitcoin may be poised to rival gold as a safe haven investment in the future. NG and Villaverde say macroeconomic factors also favor Bitcoin. Their reasoning: the United States Federal Reserve has turned on the monetary fire hoses, to say the least, printing $2.9 trillion in new paper money in the past 13 weeks. Here's a quote from Weiss Ratings. By any measure, this is corruption of money on an industrial scale. Historically, investors pour into gold as a safe haven when they lose confidence in paper money. This time, they're going to pour into Bitcoin as well, and indeed, both are already on the rise. However, Bitcoin's been going up faster, outperforming gold since the pandemic panic hit, and this is just the beginning. The analyst also points to the blossoming institutional inflows into Bitcoin. Hedge fund giant Paul Tudor Jones invested a whopping $210 million of his own money into Bitcoin, and let's not forget, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust continues to purchase Bitcoin at a rate faster than is being minted, currently by 3x to 1, and venture capitalist Anderson Horowitz recently launched a new $515 million fund to invest into crypto networks and businesses. So we're talking about a $500 million investment from one single individual. We're talking about the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. That's one company purchasing 3 times the amount of Bitcoin, which is currently being mined. And we're talking about the most influential investor of our time, Paul Tudor Jones, allocating 2% of his portfolio into Bitcoin. This, my friend, is a pretty big deal. The writing is on the wall. If you can't see it, maybe you're blind. Also, Say NG and Villaverde say long-term investors should look for weakness in this crypto asset for entry points and hold on tight. The long-term outlook could scarcely look more exciting. Now let's take a look at some of the top exchange volume. Binance up 1% for the day with 5.8 billion in volume. Hobby Global trailing just behind Binance, up 9% for the day with 4.3 billion in volume. OKEX up 3% for the day with 2.5 billion in volume. And BitMEX, shout out to Arthur Hayes, up about 10% with $1.6 billion in volume. And before we break down our next story of the day, hold more gold than Bitcoin, says Bitcoin bull Mike Novogratz. Let's first take a look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting at 269 billion with 66 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. And the current Bitcoin dominance, which has obviously been on the decline, is at 62.9% according to Coin Market Cap. And now taking a look at the top gainers within the top 100, we have Elron up a whopping 25%, trading at 1 cent. Stratus up almost 20%, trading at 67 cents. Super Zero Protocol up 17%, trading just below 22 cents. BitTorrent up 11.5%, trading at 0.0004. Ample Fourth up 10%, trading at $2.91. And the Midas Touch Gold up 8%, trading at 5.4 cents. And as we continue scrolling down at the top gainers, you can see obviously there's not that many because the bears are back in control. So I'd say about 90% of the market right now is in the red. And now let's take a look at the biggest losers within the top 100. We have Flexacoin down 20%, trading at 0.003. Dogecoin, which has been surging just recently, down 19% for the day, trading at 0.003. Quant down 16%, trading at $7.74. Vechain, which has been surging like crazy this quarter, down 15%, trading at 1.5 cents. Hedge Trade down 12.5%, trading at $1.35. And Stellar Lumens, which had an epic day yesterday, surging about 20%, is now down 10% for the day, trading at 8.4 cents. And now checking out the BitMEX margins, we can see obviously the bears are back in control, leading with a whopping 135 million in superiority in the last 24 hours, with shorts leading 54.8% versus 45.1% longs. Are you currently bullish or bearish on the king of all cryptos? Let me know in the comments right down below. And now checking out one of my favorite indicators, it's the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 41 in fear. Yesterday was a 44, last week a 41, and last month was a 54, which is neutral. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried. That can be a buying opportunity. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for correction. And before we break down our next story of the day of Michael Novogratz, who predicted Bitcoin to hit 20K by the end of this year, advises investors to own more gold than Bitcoin. First, I want to encourage you to check out the description right below this video by clicking show more in the description right down below for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all 475 plus videos right here on my channel. Also, I have some very helpful resources for you to plug plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Also, be sure to subscribe right here on YouTube. If you haven't already, smash that subscribe button right below the video, or you can visit the direct link, cryptonewsalerts.net. Also, I appreciate your continued support on all the major podcasting platforms, including Apple's iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher Radio. You can also follow us on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is Crypto News Yes. And for those of you active on Facebook, as I am, I do have a crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy with over 17,000 strong from all over the world. To become a part of this, simply click this link, request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, as I am, I do have a crypto Telegram chat. To join this, simply click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. All right, now let's break down our last story of the day. Michael Novogratz, one of the biggest Bitcoin bulls in the world, does not, I repeat, does not recommend investors to put the majority of their funds into Bitcoin. Although Novogratz is confident that Bitcoin way outperforms the precious metal, it is still safer to buy more gold than Bitcoin due to the crypto's high volatile nature. That's right. He goes on to share, my sense is that Bitcoin way outperforms gold, but I would tell people to have a lot less Bitcoin than they have gold. Just because of the volatility, Novogratz said during CNBC's Fast Money on July 8th. According to Novogratz, Bitcoin is still early in the adoption cycle, which means that the crypto is still hard to obtain. However, the major digital currency will be gradually gaining momentum as more companies around the world are introducing more tools to bring the mass adoption to crypto. Novogratz is quoted saying, Bitcoin is still hard to buy. If it were easier to buy, it would be a lot higher. And he's referencing that the value would be a lot more expensive to purchase a Bitcoin if it was that much easier to buy. And that's a fact. He goes on to share, there's more and more people making it easier to buy. Funds being set up, custody is being done, and at one point, we'll get an ETF. And when that happens, oh boy, where do you expect the Bitcoin price to be? Novogratz's call to prioritize gold over Bitcoin comes amid gold prices hitting a 9-year high. On July 9th, gold broke 1,800 threshold, reaching the highest price since September of 2011. And that does not surprise me with all the quantitative easing going on in the world. The soaring gold prices are apparently a result of economic fears over the novel coronavirus pandemic. At press time, spot gold trades at $1,810, which is up about 0.1% over the past 24 hours. Novogratz is known as one of the biggest crypto and blockchain investors. He runs Galaxy Digital, a major crypto venture capital firm and trading desk. Alongside investing in the emerging industry, Novogratz is bullish on the Bitcoin price, predicting Bitcoin to hit $20,000 by the end of 2020. I repeat, predicting Bitcoin to hit $20,000 by the end of 2020. I also feel we'll retest the all-time highs set back in December of 2017, and we will dwarf this, making it look like child's play. Last year, Novogratz predicted that institutional interest would push the Bitcoin price back to 20K before the end of 2019. So just being fair, he also did make a Bitcoin prediction of 20K by the end of last year, which obviously did not happen. The crypto failed to meet these expectations, eventually trading around 7,000 at year's end. But will he be correct this time? Let me know your thoughts if you think Bitcoin will realistically smash 20,000 and revisit its all-time highs in the comments right down below. And now checking out the top 50 gainers in the entire crypto market in the past 24 hours. Many of these coins you probably won't recognize, as I don't either, as they're smaller cap coins, but this is quite interesting to say the least. Moon to the moon, up 1,150% for the day. Do any of you know of this cryptocurrency? Let me know in the comments right down below. What else do we have surging? TTN up 117%. We have CEEK up 75%, as you can see, and Grid up 127% for the day. And now taking a look at the biggest losers in the entire crypto market, including the smaller cap coins, we have a sea of blood red. Holy moly. But most of these coins I don't recognize as well. We have BCZERO, which is BC0, down 64% for the day. NGC down 48%, and the list goes on and on. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto revolution. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts. And real quick, before I go, if interested in tapping into OPM, other people's money, to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, smash the link below this video in the description and register for this free system. And I look forward to catching you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.